Hey there, Capricorn. Capricorn candy corn. Talking about all that sweetness. Okay, wrapped up in that Capricorn little candy shell. Okay, you guys. Alright, so my name's Chance. How you guys doing? This is going to be a reading for you guys from November. Well, the other ones are kind of different, but for this one, it's going to be November 17th to November 24th, 2017, okay? And we're going to be looking at what's going on. This will be a general reading, and yeah, we're just going to be looking and seeing what we can find out for you guys. Okay, so I'm going to put my email down below. If you guys like this reading or like my other readings that I've posted, you can get a private reading with me down below, and I would love to work with you guys. Capricorn energy is really fun to work with, so I enjoy that. Also, if you like this video, also down below, if you're not already subscribed, please subscribe. It means a lot to me. I get an email every time I get a new subscriber. It makes me smile inside, and so I enjoy it, you know. I'm just a cute little guy at heart. I enjoy the simple things, okay? Alright, and then, yeah, we're going to go straight into your reading. Capricorn, I hope you're excited. Unlike some of the other videos, this reading will be shorter. The rest of the readings will be shorter. Just because there's a lot I need to be doing here. But it's still going to be a really good quality reading. I'm not going to gyp you guys, I promise. Okay. So, Capricorn, November 17th to November 24th. Give me the messages that will help those that need help. Give me the messages that will help those that need help, that need guidance. Okay. And here we go. Alright, so first card is your card. It's the Devil in reverse. So this is a really good card if it's in reverse or inverted. What this means is that you're freeing yourself from some kind of addiction or bad situation, or because it's your card, it could mean that you're finding your power. You're freeing yourself. Obsession, addiction, something's going on where you're just, you're like, okay, I'm good. You're freeing yourself. Okay, so that's a really good card to have. Next card is the Father of Swords in reverse. So this is the King of Swords in another deck. And to me, this means that there could possibly be a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius that's in your vicinity that's probably not helping you while you're going through this purging period. Okay, they're probably not helping you. They're trying to slow you down. I don't feel like it's a very good match for you right now. This person's energy seems to be kind of hindering things. I just had the Judgment card pop up in my head, so we're going to see if that comes up. But then we got the Seven of Cups in reverse. So you feel like there's a lot of, you felt like there was a lot of choices in the past, but now you feel like there's not as many choices. This could be dealing with emotional partners. This could be something else. There's still time for you to shine. Don't think that this relationship you're in with anybody, that it's that there's no room for you to improve, or there's no room for you to do that. I feel like you feel trapped in a sense. But the trapping that you are feeling is an illusion. It's more of a mental thing that you've created for yourself. And then again, we got the Ace of Swords. Like I said, the trapping feeling, the thing that you're going through, this is a new way of thinking, and this is upright for you guys. But this is a new way of thinking, and so this is a really good card to have. It means that whatever you're going through right now is going to be coming to an end. If it's a bad cycle, if it's a good cycle, whatever you're going through, you need to kind of keep thinking in a positive direction. Okay, if it's a good cycle, it's easier to do. If it's a bad cycle, it's not as easy. But you guys are on the right path. And also with a lot of the sword energy, I feel like you need to cut somebody out, possibly this air sign that's in your life that you're feeling like you can't get rid of. And I heard some of you say, well, what about my mother, or what about my father, what about something like that? So what you do in those situations is you just take the time to say, okay, you know what, I'm just gonna do my own thing, stand up for yourself, learn what that feels like, And if you stand up for yourself and you're not hurting anyone or you're not harming anyone, and people still take offense to that, that's their own thing. They won't realize it. That's the thing. Been learning a lot about psychology, and you have, it's called your family of origin, okay? And your family of origin, which is your mom, your dad, brother, sister, stuff like that, your actual family that you're born into, sometimes they can have what's called a, can't remember what it's called exactly, but it's like a way of passing on trauma, like it's a way of passing on trauma between the generations. And our job, being spiritual, being, more enlightened people, is to end that trauma and to work on ourselves and to integrate the emotions into ourselves and to understand ourselves better. So we get the strength in reverse here. You're feeling like you can't do this. I'm especially now thinking that it's a parental figure of some sort. Someone that did have a tremendous amount of authority in your life, and you're starting to feel that you do not like this person anymore. You can't put up with what they're doing. They are mean. They are cruel individuals. But I feel like this person can be in as little or as much as your life as you want them to be. That being said, you just need to focus on you. That's the message I'm getting. And let me see if I can get any messages psychically and see if I can get anything here. First thing I saw, something to do with baseball. Maybe this could be like you are playing baseball, or you manage a softball league, or you do something, but something to do with baseball. Baseball, birds, yeah, that's weird. Something to do with in that direction. But I saw a bird, baseball. There's a feeling of being trapped, but you're the one that put yourself in the trap. Because your parental figure or whatever, they do not have any control over you. You're the one that gives them the power to control you. Okay, we're going to be moving along here. So this is the Four of Pentacles, and this is upright. So this means that there will be stability in your foundation, basically where you need stability. There will be stability. There will be this sense of freedom, the sense of, okay, things are back on track again. But you just need to understand that people do their own thing, and you are in charge of you, and that's just how it is. You need to focus on you. You need to focus on the situation, and you need to get out of a bad situation if you're in one. This 2017 is a year of just getting out of the bad situations, finding out what it feels like to actually feel good. That's kind of what 2017 has been about, at least for me. Okay, so we got the Two of Wands on the Devil card reversed, so that's making a choice. You can either choose to stay in the addictive behavior, the obsessions, the I'm not thinking I'm good enough, narcissistic kind of, not you being narcissistic, but the other person making you feel like you're not good enough, gaslighting, blame shifting, the whole deal. So you can think about it that way, or you can stay in your rut and you cannot work on yourself, and you can just say, okay, well, this is who I am and I can't change it, and victimize and do stuff like that. That doesn't help you, and that doesn't help them. Mother of Swords in reverse on the Father of Swords in reverse. So to me, it's definitely an air sign of some sort, and they're very, very imbalanced. I'm not seeing any kind of, like it's a tyrannical rule kind of a thing. This person's very mean. This person's not the nicest person to be around. And I say that lightly. This person would be a big dick if I met him in real life. I feel like I wouldn't get along with this person. On the Seven of Cups in reverse, we have the Death card, which again, we were talking about feeling like you don't have a choice. You actually do. You can change, but it's going to be difficult. It's going to be a kind of difficult change to process. And it's not a bad thing to change. We're told in our society that change can be bad or good or whatever. But the most that change is, more than anything else, good or bad, is it's a chance to take in the situation and understand it better. Because change is neither good nor bad. Information is neither good nor bad. Energy is neither good nor bad. It's the perception that makes it so. And so with this situation here, you're working and you're doing a good job. You just need to keep doing that. You need to keep being who you are, and you need to keep understanding who you are as a person. And don't give up, okay? This change is going to be difficult, but, okay, it's going to be liberating for you guys. It's going to be very good. Okay, on the Ace of Swords, we get the Three of Pentacles. So to me, this says there's a new way of thinking, but here's the interesting part. New way of thinking, possibly new friends coming in, possibly a support group. Maybe you're joining something that you haven't really done before. You're venturing out, you're meeting new people that are interested in the same kinds of things you're interested in, and you're finding that there's actually a community out there. There's actually a symbiotic connection with people. There's this kumbaya connection, right? And, you know, I think that's a beautiful thing. It's something where it's going to feel foreign at first. I feel like Capricorn has been kind of in its shell. And, you know, the goats don't have shells, but you guys do. Like the Cancer's in a shell, right? The Capricorn has a shell too. It's like it's just hard for you guys to open up to people, and I can understand that. I really can. I'm a Taurus myself, and it's hard for me to open up to people too. It's hard to be open because the nicer the sign, the more used you get, it seems like, and you just have to learn where to draw your boundaries. And here's what I do, okay? With boundaries, you can set a boundary, and the way you can set a boundary and never feel bad about it is using this right here. So say this to yourself. This boundary that I'm setting, does it hurt me or the other person that I'm setting the boundary with? If the answer is no, then you're good, okay? Does this boundary I'm setting, what will be the effect or the outcome of this boundary that I'm setting? Will it help me or will it hinder me? If the answer is, you know, help, then go for it. And the reason you do this, and again, the narcissism, the things that you're dealing with, what can happen is the person can make you feel like they feel bad, or they can make you feel like you're hurting them, or they can make you feel like you're doing this. But ultimately you have to look at it in a way of like, am I actually doing that? Or is this person making a mountain out of a molehill? Because in a real relationship, where there's kind of an unconditional love instead of a conditional love, the person will always want you to change and to better yourself and to understand yourself better. They're not going to try and slow you down. They're not going to make you feel bad. If you find yourself in a situation where you're constantly apologizing for improving, that's not a good situation, okay? What you should be doing, is, especially if it's a relationship, like a partnership between two lovers or two partners, you should always be growing with each other, and you should always be pushing each other to grow, to move, to continue to be, you know? You're never done growing, and in a true partnership, that's what it's about, okay? I know you're thinking, this guy can talk. You're right. I'm not going to lie to you. Okay, so you've got the Strength card in reverse, and you've got the Four of Wands in reverse. And to me, what that means is that you're just feeling, you're feeling defeated right now. You're feeling exhausted in this situation, and I can understand that. I really can. But I feel like you guys are close. You're close to a breakthrough. You're close to something. You just have to give yourself a break, and you have to tell yourself that you're not going to give up, and you have to understand that it's difficult right now. It won't be forever. I know it can be incredibly uncomfortable. Change in any of its shapes or forms can be so uncomfortable and painful in a lot of ways. But for you guys, you're doing good. You're doing the right thing. I don't see this as being anything negative. I mean, it feels negative, right? Because you're purging, you're getting rid of the negative shit in your life. But it's not negative. It's actually the best thing you can do. Like, think of it this way, and it's going to sound, it's a weird metaphor, and I'm a master at weird metaphors, though. So imagine you are walking along and you fall, and you know, your leg gets impaled by this sharp piece of metal, and it's infected, and it's bad. The whole thing's bad. What you can do now is you can choose to have that leg be like that, because you don't want to go to a doctor, you don't want to have the metal removed. You can choose to walk around with that metal in your leg for as long as you can, you know, until your leg gets removed. And it's painful and it sucks, and what happens is that the injury itself hurt. It hurt bad. Like, physically you were in a lot of pain. And if you go in to have that surgically removed, it's going to hurt even worse. But ultimately you're going to heal, and you're going to be better because of it, because you healed from it. That's kind of how life is. We get these little scratches and these cuts and these deep wounds, and we have the ability to go in and psychically, surgically go in and start repairing our own wounds and start understanding why it is we felt that way. Why did we feel powerless? How can we not feel that way in the future? How can we spread kindness around and help people that have been through similar situations? Ultimately, we have these situations to relate to others and to help them. And yeah, okay. Last card here, and we have got the Six of Cups upright on the Four of Pentacles. And so, like I was saying, that stability, there is some kind of traumatic childhood, there is some kind of childhood trauma. I'm not feeling that it's, I did say lover or partner, but I do feel like this is definitely more about someone that in your life has a very strong, not parental energy, but like tyrannical energy, and they're a very, very big authority figure in your life. So this could be a parent, a grandparent. It's something where this person's just very, like, they're holding on tight to make sure that you don't, you know, that you don't leave them, kind of a thing. But work on yourself, work on that integration. If you have an emotion, here's what you do. Again, use the principle I was talking about. Don't run away from your emotions. That just stuffs them down. That just makes it harder to deal with later. So instead, whatever you're going through emotionally, take the time to feel it. Don't run away from it. Don't try to classify it. Just feel it. And what you can start to do is breathe into that emotion, and you can start to understand it. Don't classify it as good. Don't classify it as bad. Just breathe into it and just try to relax as much as possible. Eventually that feeling, that tightness, starts to loosen, and your chest starts to loosen, and your heart starts to feel better, and everything. And it's because you're dealing with that. Those emotions that we have that we don't deal with, they turn into these monsters later on. They turn into nightmares. They turn into these feelings of hopelessness. And what we can do is we can take that and we can learn from it and we can grow from it. And just don't run away from yourself at this time. Even if it's painful, even if it's horribly painful, just stay with it. Stay with yourself and be there for yourself during this time. And I think that's it, Capricorn. I'm hoping that this reading resonated with you. If it did, like I've been saying, you can email me down below, and I would very much appreciate that, and we could set up a private reading. My prices are really fair. And also, again, the subscribing thing. If this resonated with you guys, please subscribe down below, and even click the little bell icon. You can get notifications instantly when I'm starting to upload videos. Okay, Capricorn, my little candy corn friends, I will talk to you later. Love you guys, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.